Good morning. We are here on a Monday morning, 28th. It's very foggy, but they are saying that it will be sunny today. Overhead door people are coming this morning to do some work on the overhead door. Then I'm going to go grab a load of sand fill. We're going to head down to the hockey rink job and get that area leveled and compacted today. That would be great if we can get that much done. Then we got to spread topsoil, cut the transitions from the hockey rink up the slope to make that look good. And then we're going to probably need to get another load of topsoil, maybe two, to finish it out. And then tomorrow Brian can seed and straw that, and hopefully I can move to a big driveway job. So anyway, we'll see how. Okay, we just got here. Took care of the overhead door stuff this morning and brought a load of sand fill with us. So we're going to get the laser set back up and start leveling some stuff out. So I can't remember how to start this thing in the proper sequence apparently. So it is pretty wet right here, but I'm going to try to spread out some dry stuff. It rained pretty much all Friday, most of Saturday. Not really yesterday at all, but it was cloudy the entire day. So it wasn't really conducive to drying things out. So just got here, got the laser set up. Drop off this grapple, grab the bucket, get one corner up to the right height. Not that much fun. Jiggles my tits. Probably make more money on these videos if I turn the camera around. That's where it would be great if I had a driver. I have to shift gears, put the Harley rake on, and Harley rake up through by the stone wall. See if I can give Brian some raking to do while I go truck some more. Do some real rough grading. Gonna be a lot of junk to get out of this topsoil. Especially the stuff that I saved, vines and crap and everything in it. It'd be nice to have a screener on site, but basically a Harley rake is a screener. So you can do the same thing with it. You can spit out all the junk. Some of this heavy stuff out. this junk on the other side of a stone wall up in the woods. Big rock's gonna argue the whole way. Alrighty. Turn around. Turn the drum around. Let's go for a little drive. Turn, slow it down to 10. Push some of this soil over and towards the stone wall. Ideally, he wants to mow up close to the stone wall again, so should be able to smooth it out for him enough to do that. You can ask him if he wants to spend money on topsoil, but most people don't, since it's the most expensive dirt you can buy. So he used to mow to about right in the middle of the Harley rake. So anything we can gain him. That stone wall isn't overly pretty. It's more like a heap of stones than an actual stone wall. Nobody actually took the time to place things by the looks. Looks like it was just what happens when you clear for a building lot. People get crafty afterwards. And it turns into the property line. Trying to get most of this smoothed out for Brian. And he can do some handwork. Not quite sure what kind of results they're hoping for right next to the stone wall. You got to be careful up against stone walls, especially when you're going with the gearbox and the pump on the side of the stone wall, because you can catch those things on the wall and stuff next to the wall because you can't see them. Brian's gonna have plenty of stuff to try to pick out, that's for sure. Alright, so I just graded what I could up against the wall. Sent a message to the customer to see if he wanted to spend any money on additional topsoil. So we'll see what he says. I'm gonna come over here and grade this rough area out and see if it needs some topsoil. I don't think it's going to. I think it'll be okay. But we'll push it around and smooth it around a little bit, just like we did on the other spot. And I know there might be some roots sticking out here. Brian's gonna start clipping roots where I just graded. See if he can clean that up nice. I gotta give him some stuff to do while I go get more sand. We were going to get caught right there. There's a big ass pine root that wants to go to the neck of town. Harley rakes do not like roots. Harley rakes definitely have their drawbacks. Certain applications, when I'm grading, the problem with them is when you are feathering off at the end of your pass, it starts to do what it's supposed to do, which is feather out and separate the rocks. So you'll notice at the end of your pass, when you're trying to fine grade, you'll end up with a bunch of stones from your crushed gravel mix that you really wanted to stay mixed into the fines. And instead it separated them pretty much like it was designed. That's something that you have to watch out for. Push all this junk in this hole. Stuff, something. Rock. Such an amazing tool, though. If you were doing a lawn, a high-end lawn, where the people actually had standards, you could get it 90% of the way there with this, and then put on a rock hound or landscape rake, sometimes they're called, and do the whole thing in reverse. Pick up every last little stone. That's what we do with high-end lawns. I'll just go rent the rock hound, do it with that. But I'd say 90% of the people around here are fine with what you can do with a Harley rake. Landscape rake is another $10,000–$12,000 attachment, and I don't require it enough to invest in it. This is what's Brian rakes out the roots and stuff. This is probably good enough for these folks. This was all just thrown in. The whole lawn looked like it suffered from somebody, like a kid, mowing around something, and then over time, mowing around it became giving it a 20-foot berm. See right now, the rake hung up on that root and then caught the machine. You gotta be careful because you'll bend. The angle cylinder is the most susceptible to bending. You gotta watch out for that. We got a really late start today because of the overhead door company. They were supposed to come at 8. They didn't come until 9. By the time I was done with them, it was 9:30. We didn't get here until 10:15 or so. It really sucks when it's your only good day at work based on what the weather report says. So we're gonna work tonight until, I imagine, 6. Get a bunch of loads of material in. Plant shuts down at 4 usually. That'll give us a couple hours to finish grading out the hockey rink. Fill this hole in a little bit. Alright. I'm gonna call that okay for now. If he wants to add soil to it, that will certainly help. DMV is on patrol between here and the sand pit. So that's cute. It's kind of a risk because There's no scale at that pit, and if they get overzealous giving you sand fill, there's no telling how much you could be over. I registered for 66,000. So that load I brought this morning from the pit that had a scale, I was at 63 something. But these guys, you know, they get a little carried away sometimes when they load you, and there's no way to know exactly how much you have. Let's see how it's gonna go. Can you just poke it into the sand in front of me and find level? Show me again. Good.